Okay, it's 2015. We do a search for Barbados hotels, and I'm interested in looking at the Google's places, which they called Hotel Finder. And we'll see that the hotels are better linked directly than before, but the OTAs are still there. And notice how the OTAs are given preference. They're listed above the direct link, which is at the bottom of the list. In some cases, we'll see that there are no OTA links no and that's associated with when there's no price. So it looks like the pricing is coming from an OTA database, or it may be Google's own database interconnected to the OTAs. They don't seem to be getting prices from the hotels directly at this point. Interesting. So let's just take a look at what it was a few years ago. Hotel Finder. So here's an example a few years back of Google Hotel Finder. See, they seem to have dropped this define a map area on the current version. The newer version is a little cleaner. And you can see what they've done is they've got the about 7, 8, 9, 10 places in there. And underneath that is the organic search, and above that are the advertisement placements. So by the time we get down to the organic search, it's way below the fold of the page, which means that the organic searches are not going to work as well as they have done before. You see that barbados.org is still there, and we're in good position, but unfortunately there's a lot of clatter and noise above it. Okay, going back again, let's take a look at the old. You get all of the information, rather similar to an Expedia layout here, or an OTA of any kind. Reviews by Google users. So they're quickly moving into the space that TripAdvisor had here. This OTA idea seems to be dropped in the new version. They're linking directly to the hotels, which is very good. And you can add it to your short list, your compare list, that allow you to select points and add them to a list. This is a pretty powerful solution for anyone that's looking for the hotel in a particular destination. And you need to be in here. I don't think you can not be in here. So you have to be on Google's radar. And if you are not a Travelocity or a major brand, you're not automatically going to be on that radar. So the other point that is worth noticing is that once you get past this nice little free area, the organic results are big sites, authority sites, hotels, which is the Telegraph, Small Virgin Holidays, images, that's Google stuff again, Expedia. There is not one small local hotel. But then again, if people are looking for Barbados hotels, that's a very general term. And Google favors the OTAs because they're authority sites with lots and lots of different hotels. So let's see what happens when we do a search for small hotels. They're all middlemen. They've got intimate and barbados.org, little arches in there. How do they get in there? That's very interesting. Let's just take a look at it. I'm just going to look at the titles and the headers. They've given themselves credentials here by referring to Condé Nast. That's very good. So Google will pick that up as authority. And they're listed on Condé Nast with a link back to their site, which is a very high authority link. That's one of the things that we need to do to get our sites listed and your site listed, is to fill out all of what we call the citations, major indexes and directories like Yelp, many others, particularly local directories. And being on barbados.org is very helpful in terms of pushing you up in authority, because it is an authority site with a PR of 6. And they're also listed, as you'll see, in TripAdvisor, again, another authority link. It doesn't appear that they're doing anything exceptional with the markup on their site. You could look through for meta tags and the various things that Google will look for, and there's nothing exceptional there. So it's obviously what's happening off-site that's caused a major difference in their ranking. This is a little tedious, but another piece of software that I've installed in here that tells me page authority. So we can see that TripAdvisor has a page authority of 65. And if you look at barbados.org, the page authority is 54. Not bad. And the domain authority is 91. That's very good. So those are the things that are beginning to mean more than page rank. And also, the PR is not being updated. It's just an indicator. Here, for example, there's a site with a PR of 0, and it's ranking on page 1. We have number 9, the travel supermarket, with a PR of 2, but a domain authority, DA, of 63, which is very high, and a page authority of 20. So it's ranking higher than a lot of the higher PR pages. So let's just go back and look at Barbados Small Hotels search, where we found in position 8, Little Arches. Notice that its PR is only 3, but its page authority is 44 for that particular page, very high authority. And its domain authority is 33. Now, that's not the only things that matter, but those will give you an indication of why it could be high. One last thing that I look at before we close, and that is the alternative to search engine optimization. Well, it's not really an alternative. It's a part of marketing where you actually advertise and pay for your clicks. So the cost of click is an important factor. And in advertising, the cost of click for Caribbean holidays, cheap holiday packages, and other words here are order of $2.50, $2, $1, $1, $1. Just look down the list and you're going to be paying, $3, $4 in some cases, but nothing less than $1 here. So that adds up pretty quickly, because these are not bookings, these are just cost per clicks. And in the travel industry, the rate of conversion is about 1 to 5%. So if you imagine that you're paying $2 a click, you get 100 clicks to get 1%, which is 1 click at $200. That's not expensive if you're getting the booking and you've got $200 expense to get a maybe $3,000 booking where you're making more, whatever. But the point is that the OTAs know their marginal points of return. They know how much they can spend right up to the last dollar, and they'll spend $40 a click in some cases. So it's pretty competitive. And that's why we spend so much time trying to get onto the organic lists with optimization, simply because it's very expensive to advertise. And also, when you finish advertising, you've lost everything, whereas if you have organic listing, you're always there. So it's really a vital part of marketing. You can't do without it, and you do have to supplement it, particularly at first, to get ranked. This video is one of many free videos on hotel and tourism marketing, which you can find at tourismmarketingmachines.com, tourismmarketingmachines, all one word, .com. I'm Ian R. Clayton, author and publisher of Travelers Insights magazine and the book How to Build Your Business Online. Thank you for watching this video. I look forward to helping you in the future and hearing your comments. Thanks again, and bye for now.